Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm reading the second chapter of Winged Spiders, so if you're new, please check out the first one. And again, the confirmation link will be in the description and the fic link. Anyways, let's get started. Dick gave Peter a quick bath after the urinating incident and quickly cleaned himself off as well. He gave Peter a shirt that was on the smaller side. Alfred should be here with the supplies soon. A knock on the door grabbed Dick's attention. He placed Peter on the floor and gave the baby an action figure to play with. Dick opened the door to see Alfred with a box of diapers, baby wipes, clothes, and formula. He sighed in relief. "Thanks, Alfred," Dick said. Alfred said, "Master Dick, I hope you didn't have too much trouble waiting for me." Dick smiled before taking the items and placing them on the floor. Alfred gasped when his eye spotted Peter in the living room on the floor with a small action figure. "Master Dick, what are you thinking?" Alfred asked in a stern voice before walking up to the baby and snatching the toy away. "What made you think giving the baby a choking hazard was a bright idea?" Peter frowned and held out his hands as if demanding the toy back. Alfred said, "I'm sorry, little one, but a baby should not have a toy this small." "Alfred, I think I should explain what's going on," Dick said. "Yes, an explanation would be nice," Alfred replied. Dick said, "This is Peter Parker, and he's actually 17, or maybe 11, whatever. The point is, he came out of a portal that appeared in my bedroom last night." Alfred's eyes widened a bit before realizing. Let me restart that sentence. Dick said that this is Peter Parker, and he's actually 17, or maybe 11, whatever. The point is, he came out of a portal that appeared in my bedroom last night. Alfred's eyes widened a bit before replying. "Oh, I thought he was. Oh, now I feel silly for assuming." Dick frowned in confusion before asking, "Did you think I was babysitting or something?" "No, more like I thought he was your child," Alfred said. "Well, I don't have custody over him." "Wait!" Dick's face went red with realization before asking, "Did you think I had a baby out of wedlock? I'm not Bruce, you know." Alfred replied, "How could I not? He looks almost exactly like you, minus the hair color, eye color, and head shape." Dick nearly laughed at the ridiculousness of Alfred's statement before pausing and taking a look in the mirror on his wall, then at Peter's ID photo. Oh shit, Alfred was right. Peter and Dick looked almost alike. Of course, people would assume he was Peter's dad. "Peter, is there anyone you're related to that looks like me?" Dick asked. Peter seemed to tense up a bit before shaking his head. "You're a terrible liar," Dick said, laughing a bit. Peter looked at Alfred with a wobbly bottom lip and big eyes. Dick could tell the old man's heart was softened by the baby's sad face. "Master Dick, be a little kinder. He's still just a child," Alfred said. Dick sighed in defeat. "I wasn't going to be upset if he didn't want to tell me, Alfred. I don't..." Let me just try that again. Dick sighed in defeat. "I wasn't going to be upset if he didn't want to tell me, Alfred." "Peter, don't suck your thumbs. It's bad for your teeth." Peter was once again sucking his thumb. The baby replied in an angry babble before resuming to suck. "Master Dick, he's a baby," Alfred said, taking Peter into his arms. "All right, you win," Dick said. Peter smiled while sucking. Alfred was a cool guy. Dick explained he was raised by a rich dude, but seeing a butler in real life was crazy. Tony didn't have butlers like that. Currently, Alfred was instructing Dick on how to dress him. "Make sure his thumbs go through the sleeves too," Alfred said. The diaper was already on Peter's body, which was totally embarrassing. Peter, for the love of God, Peter, for the love of that is Peter, for the love of all that is good, ball your hands into fists so I can put it into those sleeves, Dick whined. Peter didn't even notice Dick trying to put his hands into the long sleeve. Oh, Peter said before doing as he was told. It must have been April, but growing up in the Northeast USA meant chill would linger for a little bit longer until May. Welcome to Parenthood, Master Dick, Alfred said in amusement. Dick frowned. I don't think I could take care of a baby even if he has the mindset of a teenager, he said. Alfred asked, would you like Master Bruce to take him in? No, not really, Dick said. Not saying he's a bad dad, but I doubt he'll actually take care of Peter during the infant phase. Alfred asked, are you sure about that? He might surprise you. Uh-huh. Well, maybe I'll keep an eye on him until we can figure out something, Dick said. Peter can tell Dick was tense about something. Maybe he should let the guy know it'll be fine. He sat up and patted Dick's hand. The man's eyes watered. Master Dick, is everything all right? Alfred asked in a concerned tone. I don't know. I don't think I have it inside of me to let Peter go. Like, I only had him for a few hours. And if anything happened to Peter, I'd probably kill everyone responsible, and then myself, Dick said. Alfred looked surprised by the reply. Dick. Peter tried to say Dick, but his mouth still didn't work right. Alfred, he just tried to say my name, Dick said. Alfred nodded in reply. I heard it too. Do you not want to leave Dick's side, Peter? I've made a mistake, Peter thought. However, seeing Dick's face light up like that just made him feel guilty. I guess staying with him wouldn't be that bad, Peter thought. Peter shook his head. Dick woke up on an airplane. There was 2 other people there, a man and a woman. The Anne was trying to fly a falling plane while the woman held on to the man. Dick woke up on an airplane. There was 2 other people there, a man and a woman. The man was trying to fly a fallen plane while the woman held on to the man. Let me help you, Dick said, walking up to the couple. When the man turned to him, Dick nearly fell back. It was like he had a clone staring back at him. The man held his face and body shape. You can't help us, the man said with a voice that sounded just like Dick's. I'm sorry, Dick said. The man smiled and said, don't be. Take care of Peter. He's been through a lot and needs his father more than ever. Wait, who are you? The plane crashed. Dick woke up. Did you have a nice rest, Master Dick? Alfred asked. Dick nodded. They were in the car on the way to Bruce Manor in Gotham. Alfred had also bought a baby car seat. Peter was playing Angry Birds on Dick's phone. Peter, has anyone left any messages for me while I was asleep? Dick asked the baby. No, Peter replied. The car stopped in front of Wayne Manor. Dick detached Peter from the car seat and got out the car. Peter looked up and around with a smile on his face. It was very cute. Like what you see, huh? I grew up here, Dick said. Ish. Look, cool, Peter said. Dick didn't understand a single thing Peter just said. Must be from the lack of teeth. Alfred opened the door for them. Cool, Peter said. Guess you can say some words, but the lack of teeth is preventing many words to be clear, Dick said. Peter blushed and looked down in embarrassment. Dick immediately began trying to cheer Peter up. Don't worry, it's going to take a few months for the majority of your teeth to come in. Just be patient, he said. Peter replied, to say, not in baby body. Grayson, why do you have a baby in your arms? Dick turned around to see Damien looking at them with a cup of tea in his hands. The 12-year-old eyes widened when he saw the baby's face. Wait. This isn't what it looks like, Damien. The baby is Dad, Peter said. Dick felt his cheeks turn red. Alfred sniggered in the background, while Damien dropped his jaw. Why are you doing this right now, Peter? Dick thought. Dad, Peter said with a smile on his face. Grayson, how could you not tell us you have a baby? Damien asked. Dick said, 1, I met him yesterday. 2, Peter isn't. Oh, so it's like my situation with father, Damien concluded. Once Damien made up a conclusion, it was hard to get him to think differently. Baby, give. Dick nearly dropped Peter in fright. Cassandra appeared next to him with her arms held out. Damien shouted, Back off, Ken. I saw him first. Grayson, give me my nephew. Wait, if Cass was here, that also meant... Stephanie, don't you dare, Dick said. Stephanie had her phone out. I already texted the group chat, she said. Dick's phone started to ring with multiple notifications. And that is the end of chapter 2 of Winged Spiders by Nixon. So, I'm so sorry that there was a lot of stumbling and repeating of sentences. I'm still pretty new and I'm working on it. But also, this is such a cool story. I love how they just, put the story together. It's really, really cool. And I like how they're using the characters' emotions to kind of help play out with the story. So I really am excited to continue this story, which I'm also very, very happy to continue the story. So just let me know if you have any constructive criticism. Please try to just be nice in the comments. Just remember, I am starting off fixed. So, yes. But thank you all for your support. Thank you for my 2 subscribers' support so far. I'm very, very happy. And, yeah. Well, have a nice day or night. Goodbye, my little orphans.